Your self-perception of yourself is going to be the most important thing when it comes to manifesting the reality you want, getting the things that you want in your life. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a giant? Do you see yourself as a grasshopper? How do you see yourself in relationship to your world? Is your world your mountain, or are you at the mountaintop? These little nuances on how you feel about yourself, where you place yourself in your world, where do you place others in your world? When you think about certain situations, do you feel small against them? Do you feel big against them? These are going to be the little indicators that's going to determine what type of reality that you're manifesting. Everything that might feel big, you have to change it in your mind's eye. And the fastest way, even the Bible said, let the weak man say, I am strong. The fastest way to get, up a mountain is just to go to the end, as Neville always talks about, live in the end, go into a meditative state, and don't figure out how to climb the mountain. Assume an identity, assume a feeling, assume a resonance, assume a frequency that you already have climbed the mountain. I know sometimes it seems like this is backwards, but once again, I made a video before when I said, you need to learn how to think backwards. We are always looking at causality, and then we're trying to figure out how to get to the effect, versus we can go straight to effect, and somehow the effect, for those of you who heard of retro-causality, just by producing an effect, somehow it can produce the causality. And a lot of times you can go into your 4D, your imaginational mind, and you can produce the end result effect. And then what reality does, reality exposes the how. We're all caught on the how. But a lot of times you're not going to know the how. You have to leave the how to the higher self, to the higher mind, to the imaginational mind. And what you do with the 3D, you're able to take inventory. You're able to take notes to see how the how happened. And a lot of times, and that was said, that how it happened so seamlessly, you will swore it would happen anyway. You'll rationalize it and you lose your power, instead of claiming, no, this is the power of God. This is the power of the imaginational mind. And I'm watching it with my 3D senses, how it happened. But I went straight to the end, and I went to the effect. And then the effect in the state of the wish fulfilled was the energy that actually made the causality visible to the senses.